and I regret my damn vote, okay? He promised America first, now he's sending billions to Israel while we're drowning back home.
What a disappointment this is, where you just believed that a freaking politician was actually trustworthy, that whenever he said he would stay out of these wars and bring world peace, that America would be America first, not Israel first.
And sir, why are you so upset today?
I voted for him to protect America, and now he's throwing our money at other countries and dragging us into another war.
Sir?
I didn't vote for him to babysit the whole damn world. I voted for America first.
It's time to speak up. Well, it appears the joke's on me. It appears I have been the biggest fool alive. You see, before the last couple of days, I knew that there was a segment of Maga who just hated, who just wanted to burn the world down, and they don't care who they hurt. In the meantime, I knew there was that section, but I really, really thought that most of Maga just didn't get it. I really thought they just didn't understand. They didn't understand economics because it's complicated. They hadn't studied Project 2025, so they didn't know what was coming. But I really thought when he got in there and started doing the things that hurt so many people, that they would realize, and that they would, but they don't care.
This is why Black people want to know, is it great yet? Is America great again yet? Okay, you're angry. A lot of them are coming out. They're so pissed. Boy, they are so pissed. They have never seen this ever in their lives. They can't believe he fooled them. But on top of that, they are even angry at themselves that they convinced themselves to be fooled. They actually fooled themselves. And a lot of them are like, you know what? Honestly, the straw is the fact that he is out here doing A, B, C, D to Iran and calling Israel our savior plant kid for God. They are pissed. Maga is pissed. Maga is pissed. Maga is on the pinnacle of regret. Maga is here with DJT. If they could wake up and change him tomorrow, they could, but they can't. It's gonna be a long ride. And what's funny is, after all of these regrets and yapping on the internet from Maga, Black people are just doing this. Oh, you're tired. Oh, okay, you're tired. We see. Next. Oh, you're sick and tired of him. Oh. Next. I would never do such. Of course, you'll never do such a thing. I hope you understood what you were getting yourself into. Next. Literally, that's what Black people are doing. Scrolling through Maga regrets.
It's time to speak up. They don't care. Y'all have been telling me this for 2 months. And I kept saying, no, we just have to explain it to them. We just have. Now, I know there are a few. And I thank you guys. You make it worth sticking with this. But over the last couple of days, I have realized that the majority of Republicans do not care how many people are hurt. And they are exactly what Palpatine said. They're the ones he was talking about when he said he could unalive someone in public and they would still vote for him. I thought they just wanted lower egg prices. I thought they were struggling in the economy and it was hard and they wanted their lives to be easier, and they listened to that. And that's why they voted for him. But they don't care. They literally don't care how many other people in this world are hurt. See, the difference is, I'm willing to pay more for my eggs if it means no one in my country goes hungry tonight. I am willing to pay more for my eggs if it means everybody can have an egg. But they really don't care. And I am heartbroken that so many in my country don't care. That so many won't go love their neighbor. But I want to thank those of you who are. You're the ones keeping me going. Go love your neighbor.
I think the hardest part about all of this is that middle-aged, I didn't think I could get fooled again by politicians, not after W, which I voted for.
Sure you did. We're not surprised.
I voted for peace and independent parties.
No, you didn't.
Every election since then.
No, you did.
And I'm still processing the fact that I've part of the demographic that ushered this into power.
Yeah, thanks. Congratulations.
Now we're sending our kids to die in war again. Over nukes.
Yeah.
Not weapons of mass destruction. That was never going to work. It's full-blown, maybe potentially nukes this time.
Yeah.
I hate myself.
Yeah, you should. Oh, you silly biatch. You knew exactly what you were voting for. And you don't sound like the typical podunk, lack of education MAGA type that we see. And you just admitted that you keep up with politics. And he literally has been saying what he was going to do for years. And you know about Project 2025. You voted with your racism and your hate. And now you're in that finding out phase, literally because you're worried about the kids around you that might be shipping out soon, or some of those that might be coming to your hometown. But guess what? There's many of us that we're not forgiving and forgetting you assholes, okay? So welcome to the fascism that you helped create. And you know that last part that you said? We feel the same way. We hate you assholes too, all right? But the rest of you, y'all have a good day now, okay?
What a disappointment this is, where you just believed that a freaking politician was actually trustworthy, that whenever he said he would stay out of these wars and bring world peace, that America would be America first, not Israel first.
He was convicted 34 times of tax evasion. He lied 35,000 times during his first term, and he cheated on multiple wives. We knew that he wasn't honest. That's on you. And that stupid hat.
I am an ex-Trump supporter. I knew this was going to happen. Years ago, during his first run, during his first term, I had issues with Donald Trump. I went into the whole Trump phase because I was very anti-war, and I didn't like Hillary. I didn't like a lot of past presidents of the time. I grew up during the Bush war era. So when Trump was all, hey, I'm anti-war, I'm criticizing everybody, Democrat, Republican, I'm like, I'm gonna give this guy a chance. But then he continued to send airstrikes into Syria. Then there was the $8 billion arms deal, and every time I tried talking about it, Trump supporters just yelled at me, trust the plan, bro! Is the plan working yet? Is it? Fast forward me to burning a MAGA hat on a charcoal grill, roasting some marshmallows. Don't worry, I did not consume said marshmallows. Lost 80,000 followers on my YouTube channel, only to find out I was right. I was right? Huh! Years later to find out I was actually right. Now mind you, I don't want to be right about the situation. I am very, very scared. I'm a military wife. I have no idea what's going to happen with my family, with my husband. But it's times like these, after years and years and years of people telling me how much of a joke I was and how much of a grifter I was, I kind of want to relish in this moment. I'm terrified, but every time I see a post of a former Trump supporter talking about how they're leaving because it's not what they voted for, I tried to warn people. I tried to warn y'all. I really did.
So my husband and I, we were driving home the other day. I was driving. He was sitting in the passenger seat. And he asked me a question. God bless him. Whoops. That's how it starts every time. He was scrolling on his phone. I'm just driving, jamming to my music. And he looks over and he says, oh, what's your take? You know, what do you think on these former Trump supporters coming out and making these videos on this app in particular, saying they regret their vote? And friends, when I tell you that I just had to do a sideways, because I'm driving, right? One sideways look, and he went, oh no. And I was like, how much time do you have? Clearly, okay, he wanted to know my take, and now you get to know my take. I did my rant, and I said, I think I should share that one. And he was like, God help us. Like, yeah, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. How do I feel about these Trump supporters, former Trump supporters that are coming out and making these videos saying they regret their vote? Okay. Clearly, we need to talk about the concept of martyrdom in Christianity and how martyrdom is trained into us early and often, particularly women. And most of the videos I have seen have been women. Maybe that's just my algorithm. Maybe I'm crazy, but most of them have been women coming out and saying they regret their vote. Martyrdom is saint-like. Martyrdom is Christ-like. Martyrdom, ooh, it feels good. And so this is the issue that I have. The only person that gets to feel good about a former Trump supporter coming out and saying, I regret my vote. The only person that gets any kind of peace, sense of forgiveness, sense of moving on, sense of edification, sense of having suffered and now they are forgiven, is the person who made that video, right? The people in the comments rail against them. We don't care. We don't accept your apology, blah, blah, blah. Like the comments just flood of people letting them have it. That's what they want because they are martyring themselves, making this video. But here's the thing. The energy on the internet, the memory of the internet only lasts about 3 to 7 days if you're lucky, okay? So they make these videos and they get hammered. They get hammered for about 3 to 7 days. But then they fade away because that's what this app in particular, that's what the internet does, any kind of outrage about anything. You notice how we're already not talking about how a former House rep for Minnesota was assassinated? It happened too many fucking days ago. We've stopped talking about it. So these people get to come out. That was a Trump supporter, by the way, that did those heinous acts of violence, right? So these former Trump supporters get to come out. They get to have their 3-minute video where they act so contrite. They act so contrite. They act so penitent. And they say, I regret my vote. And I know you'll hate me for it, right? They're teeing it up. I know I'll get a lot of hate for this. They want it. They crave it. It fits the martyr narrative. And then they get to forgive themselves because they suffered as Christ suffers, right? They suffered the 3 to 7 days of internet shaming, right? But then it's over. So my question is to every single person that makes I voted for Trump and now I regret my vote video is, what are you doing outside of this video, right? Have you divested yourself from family like we have? Have you gone to the marches? Are you re-registering yourself to vote Democrats? Are you participating in campaigns? Have you gone to a single school board meeting? What are you doing? What does your actual activism look like to turn this tide away from authoritarianism? Because this video that you're doing, right? Your contrition martyrdom video, that's just for you. That's not for us. That's not for us. That's not for anyone in the comments that gets to feel 2.4 seconds of relief that they let you have it. It's not for us. It's for you to feel better. What are you actually doing to fucking fix what you fucking broke? That's my question. That's my question. Answer that question after you make your shitty fucking video where you get to feel better and you get to feel forgiven. All right? We don't forgive you. We will remember. What are you doing?
A woman in West Virginia who was one of Donald Trump's biggest supporters now regrets her vote for Trump because he fired her from the federal government. Just take a look at the clip.
This flag used to hang there. This was the flag Jennifer Piggott proudly hung outside her home during campaign 2024.
We had the flag. I had the shirt. I was a Maga junkie.
A Maga junkie who thought her government job would be safe with Donald Trump in office. She was wrong.
I cried. It's scary, you know, it's a really scary thing. And I was embarrassed.
He's a good boy. Piggott was abruptly fired last month from the Treasury Department's Bureau of Fiscal Service, based here in Parkersburg, West Virginia. The reason given for the firings of 125 probationary employees at the Bureau? Poor performance.
I had my last review on the 31st of January, and I had the highest rating that you can get on a review, less than 21 days before I was terminated for my performance.
You voted for Donald Trump.
I did.
Do you regret that vote?
Yes, I do. To cut the knees out of the working class Americans just doesn't make sense to me. I expected more from President Donald Trump.
Since speaking out, Piggott says she's received death threats and her home has been egged.
Yeah, she had her flag out, she wore the t-shirt, she was very much in Donald Trump's corner, and now she regrets it. She would not have voted for Donald Trump again, and you're seeing this sentiment all over the country. There were a lot of people out there who voted for Donald Trump to lower grocery prices or lower gas prices. Now, obviously, that's not happening, and instead, he's firing people from their jobs and destroying the federal government. We are already seeing a lot of regret from Trump voters, and I think that's only going to increase.